All right, we're here at Ironman Moto 2022. Got our podium in the 450 class. Chase Sexton with first overall, Eli Tomac with second, and Aaron Plessinger third overall. Good ride today, boys. Chase, let's start with you. Tell me about your day.
Well, qualifying today was good for me finally again. I've been off a little bit, I think, in practice, rushing stuff, and I felt like I had good pace today. I felt solid on the bike, which was good. The first moto, horrible start, got pinched, and just tried to make the way to the first corner safely and not crash, and then had a lot of work cut out for me. Eli was not far in front of me, maybe 3 positions or so, but he seemed to get through faster than I did, so I was kind of like either make or break, and I got through finally and spent a lot of energy getting to the front. And then I got to Eli, and there was another battle, so I got around him in that corner after the finish line, and he ended up getting me back there. So it was just a battle, first moto, and I feel like second moto, when I got that whole shot, I was able to ride a little bit more, not conservative, but conserve energy a little bit. And then when I got to the lappers, I knew that Eli was going to kind of suck me up, and I needed to have some energy towards the end, and that was kind of my game plan. So I wasn't expecting him to make a mistake, obviously, which gave me a bigger gap, but I felt like I had enough in me towards the end to be able to kind of push. But it was a tough track today. I think one of the rougher tracks we've had all season, just as far as braking bumps. It wasn't touched too much. I know Randy Poulter is the guy that does the tracks, and he don't like to touch it when it gets rough. So gnarly track, good ruts, and overall it was a good racetrack.
Cool. This is the first race I've been to all year, so it was kind of fun watching, but I see you guys both kind of coming through the pack, and then all of a sudden you're catching him, and once you pass him, I'm like, all right, like crazy ride, and then Eli just turned it up like 2 more notches and got you back. Like, how did that make you? I'm sure you were kind of, like you said, you spent a lot of energy to get there, but once you got by, it's got to be like, all right, it's on. And then all of a sudden he comes back around you. How was that?
Yeah, I mean, when I passed him, I knew it wasn't the last time I was going to be seeing him. So I didn't take a breather when I got there, but I maybe let my guard down a little bit too much, and he obviously took advantage of that. And then once he passed me, he ran away. Like, I was like, oh, he's gone. And so last lap, I ran a little bit better. I made a few mistakes as soon as he got around me, so that wasn't good, and I was a little bit frustrated with that. But overall, my first one, I felt like I was riding good. I had some good lines, and I just should have probably been a little more focused when I got to the lead, and that was my fault. But I was able to get out front second moto and kind of conserve a little bit of energy.
Cool. Eli, tell me about your day.
Yeah, I mean, once again, you know, we flip-flop our motos here. Moto 1, had to make passes early too, and you know, got to the lead, you know, fairly quick as well, and knew Chase was there. You know, I basically saw his pit board the whole time, and I'm like, all right, I know he's going to be right here on me, and yeah, we were running away once again, and once he got around me, it was just like, you know, at this point, it's all or nothing. So was able to you know, make that line work in that sweeper after mechanics and make the pass. So Moto 1, I mean, it was a great thing for me, and to get back in the front. And then Moto 2, we both got better starts. He obviously got, you know, the better one, but did what I could. Got closer there in the middle of the race, and then made one mistake, and you know, I was pushing really hard up until that point, and was right there and just cross-threaded over a little single, and then lost a lot of time. It was like, it wasn't just a small mistake, it was like a big mistake. I was like, honestly thought I was going to tip over and crash right there. So that was it, and kind of lost touch at that point, and you know, basically just stayed where I was at that point.
In that first moto, you, like you said, you saw his pit board, you kind of knew it was coming. Was it lines you found once he passed you that, like, I swear you probably dropped a second or more a lap, it looked like, or maybe he dropped off, I don't know, but you definitely, like, your intensity went up as soon as he passed you. Is like, now you went right back by him and took off. Was it like lines? Was it just like getting comfortable? What was it?
Well, it was the line, and really the majority of it was the one right there by the mechanics area. You know, I was going inside in the beginning of that moto, and it was killing me on momentum. So once I slid out to the middle of the track, it obviously helped a lot. So that's what I found, and then it's just we're at this point at the series where it's just you're pinning it, giving it all you got.
Yeah, that second moto, would you say was that 100% of your, like you were on the edge, you were pushing? Because I saw some, not mistakes, but like some close calls where, you know, you got a little head check or the back end step. I mean, I saw some from Chase in the first one, but when you were trying to chase him down, it looked like you're really pushing. Was that, you were on the limit there?
Yeah, and what happened was just like he was talking about, when I saw him running the lap, I was like, all right, this is my chance to go. So that's probably the moment in time, and unfortunately I did make that one mistake once I got fairly close.
Cool, good riding today. AP, back on the podium, dude. Nice ride. Tell me about your day.
Yeah, it was a pretty good day. You know, practice went really good for me. I consider top 10 really good. But yeah, got off to a pretty good start the first one. I kind of dropped back there for a little bit, and then I was catching Christian and had a little tip over, and then after that I kind of clicked it to another level, and I caught Christian and Dunge, and Kenny ended up going down. So yeah, I was really happy with the way I was riding the first moto, but I think I kind of overdid it the first moto. And going into the second moto, I was a little smoked, and I knew it was going to be tough, but got a really good start again, and then kind of just sat behind Dunge and Kenny there for a long time, which it felt like a long time to me. And then yeah, I kind of saw them getting a little beat down, so I just kind of jumped on the opportunity, and I had some good lines to where they didn't know how close I got to them. So yeah, it was really good, and then Jason got me at the end. But yeah, I'll take a 3-4 all day.
Is it, I think they asked you on the podium, but what is it about this place? Like, I know you're just one state over, but is it just, you just like this place?
Yeah, I think I really gel with this place. I've been coming here for years. I think my first year here was 2006 for the GNCC, and this place looked totally different. Like, you can't even, I don't know, where we're sitting was all trees, and it was crazy just to watch it change over the years. But I just like this place. I just gel with this place a lot, and it's close to home. A lot of fans come, a lot of family come, and I think it just fires me up. And I like the dirt here, I always have. It's really rough, really rutted, and yeah, I don't know.
So I haven't been to any races this year till now, but watch everything on the TV. You know, I don't miss a moto, and it looks like you're figuring the bike out. Like, it's gotten a lot better in the last month and a half. Can you talk about that any?
Yeah, it definitely has. I think we were struggling a lot in the first part of the season. No surprise, but I think even Southwick, I was struggling a little bit. I think that track just got so rough and gnarly that my fitness overcame my riding. So yeah, we're really figuring it out. We spent the weeks off really trying to dial it in and get better, which we did. And these last two races, I mean, it showed a little bit at Unadilla, but at Budds Creek, I crashed twice and didn't really get to show how good I was riding. But yeah, I think we're really figuring it out, and I think it's a shame that it's at the end of the year, but I mean, hey, I'd rather figure it out than not figure it out. So yeah, we've been doing a lot of work, and they've been really pushing and trying to figure it out. So yeah, I'm stoked on how the bike's feeling right now, and I'm ready for this last round.
Cool. Crazy close championship battle. You guys are 1 point. At 1 point last weekend, first moto, what it was 15. They're doing the live, here's where the points would be, and then it ends up you leave there 1 point away again. And then today, same thing. Is it like we were talking earlier? You guys are on the full limit. It's all or nothing, like you're saying. It's now or never. How is it? Is it wearing on you guys a little bit? It's a long season. You had all of Supercross, and then this whole time here you've been so close. How, Chase? I guess start with you. How's it been for you?
It's definitely been it's been cool because I haven't been in this position on a big bike yet. So this is kind of what I work for. So I can't say it's a pain because I'd rather be in this spot than third in points and not even close. So it doesn't seem like either of us can get away from each other, especially after Budds Creek, just crazy flip-flop. And then this weekend, I knew it was going to be another showdown. So yeah, it's definitely something different. And this is the first time I've ever been even in contention in outdoors ever. 250, 450 doesn't really matter. So it's gnarly. I think you definitely have to take each moto because every moto pays points. It's not like Supercross, it's only one main event. So it's you got to be consistent. And I think this year for me, just being comfortable on the bike and me having more fun during the week where I'm riding and kind of having my own little program, and it's starting to kind of really kick into gear, and I'm starting to kind of reap those benefits. So yeah, for me, I want to be in this spot, and that's kind of how I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's been one of the most exciting seasons I've had as a racer and a rider, and the competition has been, I've enjoyed it as a racer, especially in this point in my career. So I'm loving the challenge. Obviously neither of us want to give an inch. So I've just had a lot of fun doing it, and glad that we can take it to the last race like this.
I guess we're open for questions.
Hey, Mitch Kendra from Racer X. Chase, we'll start with you real quick. So obviously, like you said, you had the mistakes, but you were able to fight back. Kind of heading into this finale, the points you guys being so close, do you kind of have, a little bit of confidence and hey, I've been able to, succeed there, and kind of guess, does that give you any, not that it's going to be easy, but you have a little bit of chip on your shoulder, this is my place, I got to defend that track, and I guess, can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, I've had success at Paula, and it's not like it's my favorite track, but for some reason I seem to have good speed there. But I didn't race there the second race last year, and I think Eli won. So it's so hard between us two to kind of take the tracks and say who has an advantage. It's just going to be another battle. That's all I expect at this point, and I'm definitely not getting ahead of myself. I think, like I said, I go fast there, but I'm going to have to focus and give it all to the end. I think it's going to be another battle, like I said. So it's you can't get ahead of yourself, and I'm just gonna keep doing the same thing I've been doing during the week and try and get rested up and recover for next weekend to just put all on the line again.
And then obviously you want to win this title, but say you come up short, is it going to be the experience you get this year battling with an all-time legend like him? Is it going to be, obviously you want to win, but is it going to help you moving forward? I guess there's, like you said, being in this position for the first time, is that going to, you think, excel you for next year? And no matter what the outcome is at the finale, is it going to, keep you motivated and raise your level for next year?
Yeah, I could say that, but for me, I mean, you don't know how many chances you're going to get at this stage. So I just got to stay in the moment and try and, I guess, capitalize on what I think that I can do. So my goal is to win, and obviously I know that's Eli's goal. So it's going to be fun. But I think for me, racing him this summer has elevated my riding to somewhere I've never been before. So that's something cool. I think it is helping me for next year, like you said. But for me, I'm locked in on one thing right now, and that's to win. So that's my goal. But yeah, it's definitely taken at least me for sure to a new level.
And then real quick, Aaron, obviously you're more East Coast based. You love the running a rough track. We have had success at Pala. I guess, like you said, you want to finish off the season strong, figuring out with the bike and everything. But I guess what would you be I guess your like your mindset, like, hey, want to work towards the next year, getting the bike ready, I guess, where would you see like your ideal finish for this weekend?
Well, with these two over here, it's it's hard to beat third place. No, I'd be happy on the podium. I've been on the podium twice now this year, and it's been a gnarly, rough year for me, between getting hurt and trying to figure out the bike. I just like to ride really good, and for me that would be just to get a good start, maybe try and latch onto these guys, but yeah, just cap it off with a podium. That would be really, really good for me.
Awesome, thanks guys.
Anyone else, any questions? Okay, that's it. Thank you guys.